Hello, it is me, Cleopatra Wallace, and this is going to be the recap for Dragula Season 5, Episode number 1, and it's called Terror in the Woods, okay? So we have 11 new contestants fresh out of the gate, so I'm going to explain each one of them one by one. So, okay, what you see on your screen now is a contestant, and their name is Niohuru X, and they are from China, and they are very, very petite, and so cute. Reminds me of Hoso Teratoma, so I know they're gonna do well. So I have these contestants broke up into groups. I have a group called Tops and a group called Bottom, and there's not really an order. I guess you can say there's an A group and a B group. So Neo is in Group A, the top group. Alright, so up next we have... Okay, so this is a really fun character. His name is Onyx on Dix. Onyx on Dix. I know, right? I can say that a million times. Onyx on Dix. And he is a circus performer. And I feel like he can do very intricate looks. You know, like some people are very detail orientated. Onyx is one of those people that are driven by the details. Alright. So next we have a drag king, and this is Rob Zombie. So adorable. Oh my god. I just want to pinch her cheeks and smack her ass. And this is awesome because she has another drag king to compete with on this season. I'm going to introduce you to him later. Alright, so up next we have our transplant that is all the way over here from the UK, and this is anaphylactic. And he, like I said, he has a little accent, you know, the proper, I'm trying to say Canadian, the very proper Britain person, you know, for a spot of tea. So that's a fun, you know, someone from Europe. Alright, so this is JK, and they are from Brooklyn, and very, very outspoken. Definitely not a shrinking violet here. They are talkative throughout this whole first episode, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of them. Alright, so here we have Cynthia Daw, and she is a little bit of Nightmare Before Christmas meets the Addams Family. And you know, she kind of reminds me a lot of Dahlia Black that was on season 3. Yeah, Dahlia Black was on season 3, and I think she got maybe to the top 5, but she was eliminated. So hopefully maybe Cynthia Daw can make it a little further in their season, since you know they have that same sort of look. Alright, so this is the other drag king, and their name is Jarvis Hammer, and they are very, very politically driven person. You know how like somebody always has like a fact check, do the fact check, and like, oh, well actually there was 25 people. It's like, come on, we don't need that. Stop reading the fine print. Alright. So up next we have Santana, and they are so sweet and so soft. And after seeing their first drag look, I wonder what made them want to be on this show, because they are very, very cutesy, very, you know, delicate, like not delicate in the Asian way, but delicate in like delicate in a Doc Martens kind of way, if that makes sense. And also their look that they put together that I'm going to show you later on, it was so adorable. And they said they were trying to go for like a fairy, and I don't know if fairy really fits in with Dragula, so we're going to see. Alright, so this next contestant is a transsexual with some very big tatas, and her name is Fantasia Royale Gaga. And yes, this is a lot of women right here, okay? Nice personality. Their skin is so beautiful and chocolatey. Alright, so up next we have Orgotix, and they are from Argentina. And they are giving a little bit of that La Zavaleta vibe, but a little, I don't want to say more butch, but a little, like not Zabrella was very polished, and all her looks are very well put together. This person is like more of like a architectural type of person, like an engineer type. But I know they're gonna have some great looks because their mind to work like that. All right. So next we have Blackberry, and they are so cute and adorable, and I really do want them to go far on this season. I haven't heard of any of these contestants before, so if anybody's heard of these people, let me know. Get into the comments. Alright, so as it comes on, they are in the woods, they're making their way through, and this right here is Santana. And they are, like I said, they're going through the woods, and they have to get to the campfire, or you will be eliminated. So there's like, I guess you can say they're like Yeti or like forest creatures out here chasing them. As you can see, they look so scared. And this here, who is this? This is Cynthia Doll right here. She looks completely different outside of her confessional, right? Yeah, this is the Cynthia Doll one. So cute. Alright, so they're making their way through. They're trying to get to the campfire. They finally make it. And now they're all talking. They're getting to know each other. And, they're doing that whole, who do you think is going to get sent home first? Real catty. And this is so funny right here. You know who this is? This is one of the drag kings. This is Jarvis. Yeah, this is Jarvis Hammer. And it's so funny because Onyx on Dix called her George Washington. And it was so fucking funny when he said it, because it's like, she do kind of look like George Washington right here, look like a psychotic George Washington. But I thought that was so funny. They look so different. You see, this is what we're going to have to deal with this season. Where am I right now? Alright. So they're still getting to know each other, and this is introducing herself to the other drag king. This is Throb Zombie, and this is Jarvis. So like one drag king to another, they're sizing each other up. Okay, so then this is when our Niohuru X finally makes it to the campsite, and everybody's a little shook, and they're, you can tell that they're very interested in who this character is, what all she can bring, but a little bit of I don't want to say apprehension, but you can tell that everybody is like, oh, you're just gonna be another Hoso, and really I don't think so. I think Niohuru has his own style. Like, they have all these piercings everywhere. Hoso didn't have piercings everywhere, so yeah, they're their own person. Alright, so here we are, we're back to the confessionals, and this is when Jay was making fun of Onyx on Dix first, what do you call it, your entry look, whatever you show up wearing, and his arrival look, that he had like tape wrapped around his face, looking like the character from Harry Potter, the Vladimir character. So yeah, this character right here, this JK, they are very witty, okay? Very fast tongue, very fast. Okay, so they're still all sizing each other up, and this is all of them. So going from around, we have right here, this is Fantasia. Right, this is Fantasia Royale. This is Santana. This one right here is Onyx. This is Blackberry. This is Niohuru. And this one is Rob Zombie. And which one is this one? Right, this one here, this is the other king, Jarvis. And this one right here is, I want to say this is Cynthia Doll. Yeah, this is Cynthia Doll right here with the red and the red wig and these fishnets. This is Cynthia Doll. And this one crouching down, this is Onyx on Dix, because he's a circus performer too. So yeah, all of our contestants are here. They're getting to know each other, and the Boulets have yet to come out and say anything yet. Okay, so they're warming their hands, and they're all, doing the whole catty thing. And then they have to explain to you that, like, drag queens, cut each other down all the time. And it doesn't really mean that they don't like each other. It's just a kind of a way to say hello in drag queen world. So, hey, if they like it, I love it. Okay, so Israel comes out, and I must say, this man gets finer every season. And can he talk? Has anybody ever heard Israel talk? Because I've never heard Israel talk before. And I would like to. I mean, I like the strong, silent type. But yeah, Israel's always given. Always. It's given something that I want. That's for sure. Alright, so he gives them the messages. And now they make it to the workroom the next day. And they're getting their challenge. Now I'm trying to see, what did I write down the challenge as being? Oh, right. The challenge is to do like the terror in the woods, because that's the episode. So they're supposed to, I guess, be able to look like they're from like a scary campsite or like some kind of sleepaway camp type of thing. So they're in here and they get brand new makeup boxes and tumblers and just kind of like an introductory pack to season 5. And it's some really cool stuff that they get. Like a lot of makeup. JK was like, this is enough makeup for me to completely start over somewhere. Right? Look at that skin glowing so good. So this is Fantasia and this is Santana, and they're just like trying to get to know each other, like who lives in LA, who lives in New York. And luckily, I'm so happy that there's no weird love triangles. Like from the Titans episode where they had that weird love triangle between, who was in that love triangle? Too many damn people. That's how. What's too many? That was who was in there. Too many. Alright. So they're also going through their things, and right here you see Jay is explaining that while he was running through the woods the night before, somehow a huge chunk of meat was taken out of his shin. So already he's starting a competition with injuries, and people are just like, tell us more about the things we don't care about. Alright, so again, he won't shut up about it. He's like, oh, there's a plug of meat missing from my shin. It's like, you are on Dragula. You lucky you got to leave with all of your toes. Alright, so it's funny. It is funny. It's funny to Fantasia because she's like, how are you going to make it through this competition? You can't like stand on your feet all the way. Alright, so they are now making their costumes, and this is Orgotex from Argentina, and he's making like these appendage things, and when he puts them on, they're like really long. Do you remember like that Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy Krueger stuck out his arms and they were like so long? It's like that. It's exactly like that. Or also like in Beetlejuice when he was at like the amusement park part, he let down his arms where they do the hammer drop thing. So yeah, he's making appendages, very long appendages. He's still talking about them. And of course, it looks like it was made out of metal, but it's really just like a metallic, shiny kind of, like some kind of polyester, I'm sure. Maybe rayon. Alright, so over here we have Jarvis, and this is one of our drag kings. And like I said, he's going to be one of those political people. If you remember from season 3, there was a contestant named Hollow Eve, and she made everything into something political, and it's like, damn it, can we just live? Can we just live our lives? So Jarvis is going to be a lot like that, because he was definitely saying that, it's going to be a political message, but then when you see it, what you're going to see, it's going to be like, what is that even? What is it even? Alright, so here is Jay explaining stuff about his look, that there are several people in this floor show look that has different marshmallow, I guess themes to their show, to their look. They have a lot of marshmallow themes. It's quite a few people with marshmallow looks in this floor show. So this is Blackberry getting ready. And as you can see, he has the beard completely fluffed out here with some eyelashes on. This is Throb Zombie, and they are trying to rush and get ready. And I really did like Throb Zombie's floor show look, because he was like a weird trucker camper, and he was dragging a body with him in like a bag. The killer always got to have the body somewhere. How we know we killed anybody if you don't have a body? Where's the body? Alright, so Dragon Swan comes out onto the show, and they're going to now introduce us to the judges, and their looks are awesome. As usual, they're always twinning. Okay, now do you see this right here? This, let me zoom in. Can we zoom in? This is Jarvis, the drag king, who said his look was going to be political. What is this? Is it a pilgrim? Is it a Puritan? Are you from the Mayflower? Like, I don't understand. What does this have to do with camping? I was very surprised that, you know, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this, Jarvis. Like, I don't know. Can we go move? Okay, so our next look is from Fantasia, and she's giving like voodoo mistress, goddess of the night. And those, every time I look at her huge boobs, I'm just thinking like, whoa, those things are big. Okay, and this here coming out, as you can see, with the long arms. This is Orgotex in his appendages that he made. Alright, and this here, who is this? Okay, this is Onyx on Dix, and they liked it, the silhouette of this, but he really didn't know how to work it, in my opinion. I can't think of anything from his floor show that was memorable. Go back and look at it again. Yeah, I can't even really too much think about what he had did. Alright, so this look here, sorry for the extreme close-up, but this is Niohuru X, and they actually won this competition. They won this floor show look. And it's kind of, I'm thinking it was supposed to be like, see it? It's supposed to be like Alice in Wonderland and the White Rabbit, I think. I don't know what it is. Can I zoom in? I don't know what this is, but it won. They won with this look. Like, I feel like this is a cattail. It's like a kimono or something. I don't know. It was very, I guess you could say it was very elaborate. It has a lot of elements to it. The Boulets obviously loved it because they won the floor show with it. Alright, so this is Throb Zombie. The only ones whose name I actually managed to catch on the screen with them. And as you can see, they got this super cute trucker camper thing going, and you can't see it because it's not moving, but this here is a bag that presumably had the body in it. Alright, and this here is Blackberry, and their look was fun. It was a little confusing because when she came out, she was just kind of stumbling around looking at the ground, and the Boulets asked her, like, what are you doing? And she was like, I was stumbling around looking for something. And in the back of her head, you can't see too well, but that's actually a pillow. Just a random pillow. And these are marshmallows as well. And she had a lot of them. Like, she had some sticking out of her, you know what. Yeah, let's look at the face. This is the face you make when you have a marshmallow sticking out. Alright, so this is Santana and their floor show look. And as you can see, this is absolutely adorable. Like, where's the filth? Where's the horror? It's just, zoom in, get me closer. The waist kind of fell apart right here. I don't like it. I like from the chest plate up, from the shoulders up. I like it. Everything down from here is, I just don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, so this is the other marshmallow look, and this is JK. As you can see, like, she is, I guess, trying to say, like, she was made into a marshmallow, maybe. There were a lot of marshmallow looks, but this look actually got her in the bottom. Yeah. And this is the winning look. This is Niohuru. Yeah, is that sort of right? Niohuru, but they just call her Neo. Alright, so this is more of the marshmallow looks. And this is like the appendages that Orgotex had on. And he was like flailing those things. So he was fun to watch. He was fun to watch. I don't think, can I remember any of them talk? No, none of them like really talked. And the other floor shows, I think I want to say like they kind of performed a little bit more. It was like lip syncing and stuff. But with this, they're kind of just walking up and down the runway showing you the look. It's not really much of a performance here because, you know, it's not a performance challenge. But later on down this season, we are going to have a performance challenge, and they better perform. Okay? Alright, so this is, we're there, and they are judging. They're telling everybody who was safe and who had to go. And this is Mike Flanagan right here, and this is Felissa Rose. And okay, so Throb Zombie was safe, Fantasia Royale was safe, Anaphylactic was safe, Cynthia Dahl was safe, Jarvis Hammer was safe, and in the bottom we had Santana the Sexy Fairy and JK the Marshmallow that didn't quite mellow, and Onyx on Dix was on the stage too, and he thought it was about to be a three-way elimination. At the last minute, they told him that he can go in the back, and you can just feel his ass cheeks unclench because look, you know, you never know what the Boulets are gonna do. So that's who was safe. So they go back there. They're in the This is everybody on the stage. They put them all back to stage, like, you know, tell who's safe and who goes. And then they go back there and they have the drinks, okay, in the parlor. Alright, so these that are up here now, these are the people that was the best and the worst. And as you can see here, this is the Orgotex. This right here, he was in the top look. This is Blackberry. They were in the bottom look because the Boulets got confused because he just kept looking at the ground the whole time. Sexy Santana, why am I putting sexy in front of their name? Santana was in the bottom because it was too clean. And this is Onyx on Dix. He was the third person to be in the bottom, but in the back they let him go. At the last minute they let him go back into the back. But you see these two down here? This is JK. And who is this? Oh, right. This is the winner. This is who won. This is Niohuru. So this is JK, Niohuru, Onyx on Dix, Sexy Santana, Blackberry, and then Orgotex. Okay. So, see, now you can see the pillow. It was a weird look. The pillow was actually part of the wig. I mean, I guess. See the marshmallow sticking out everywhere? I didn't like it. The makeup, though. I kind of like the makeup. I like the contrast between the beard and the lipstick. And that, okay, so I can see that this is a prosthetic beard. Well, I don't know why I thought his beard was real. I think it might be real. What is that? I think it might be real, just not as thick. Maybe he got something in it making it look thicker. Okay, so this is Onyx on Dix talking about how scared he was, thinking that they were about to eliminate him. Because I really thought he was going to get eliminated too. Because, like, the only thing they liked it about his look was the silhouette and what it looks like before you turn lights on. And this was the winning look. This is Niohuru X. He's from China. Lots of piercings, lots of tattoos. He maybe weighs 85 pounds soaking wet holding pancakes. Maybe. Alright, now this is JK. You can tell, like, I liked the JK spirit. I really did. He was a fighter. But he got to the bottom. It was him and Santana. So they tell them, this is when they tell Niohuru that they won. Of course they're so happy. They're like, woohoo, I won the first challenge. Look at this weird head thing on this parasol. Huh. I should make some props and just walk around Walmart with them. Okay, so right, this is when they're all in the back and they're having drinks and JK is trying to explain why he too wanted to be a marshmallow. It's like everybody wants to be marshmallows, and it's like, but you're... And at one point he tries to say that he ordered things from Amazon and maybe, that's why his look was in the bottom and he wasn't quite as prepared. But it's like, don't drag Amazon into this. Alright, so this is, they're all talking about who was safe and who's about to get eliminated and yada 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 yada. Alright, so this is, at this point they were explaining to these two, this is Santana right here and this is JK. So they were explaining that what the elimination challenge is going to be. They're going to have to take a 5-mile hike at nighttime in their uniforms. Not uniforms, but the stuff they already have on. And they're just like, you can do it. And, both of them are saying, I really want this. I want to be here. I have a lot of drive. I'm not going home. And as you can see, they're making them. This is Santana right here. They still have on those floor show looks doing this 5-mile hike. You know what they got to do when they get there? They got to go through this cold-ass water. That's what they got to do. Holding on to this line. Because it's the middle of the night. And you might not make it back. So, okay. So they finally make it there. At the end of the 5-mile hike, there is this weird, creepy bridge. Do you look at this shit? It's like the Driving Park Bridge here in Rochester. It's so scary. It's so scary. You want to know what they got to do from that bridge? They have to bungee jump off of the bridge in the dark. Okay? They have to jump off that bridge. So, of course, they do it. So who is this? Who is this? It's hard to tell because they're in motion. But this is one of them. And they're jumping. That's JK. I can tell. That's JK. They're jumping. And, they're like, oh, I did it. I survived the challenge. So then they both jump. And then all of a sudden, it cuts to this scene. Where they're in the Friday the 13th movies. They're at Camp Crystal Lake all of a sudden. And it's just JK. And she's on the top of the bunk bed. And you try to stop breathing. So they're there she is. She's oh, I think I got away. And then out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure it was Swan, comes out of nowhere with a huge machete right down the middle of her chest. And JK is no more. Our first eliminated person. And that is season 5, episode 1, Terror in the Woods. I'm going to recap the hell out of this season. So if you want to hear my take on every single episode and know who won and who lost, subscribe to my channel because it's about to be a wild ride.